Putty is a tool that I've used for 10 or 15 years, and it always bothers me when I go to somebody's desk and they take a couple of minutes to log in. Either they're typing in the whole IP address, or even if they have a saved session, they're typing in credentials. Maybe they fat finger it. But anyway, this is a repetitive task that I think could be shortened up. And I had about three tips or so that could help speed up your process. So one of them is that this is really a command line tool. So if we create a shortcut and just say shortcut here, and then use the command here, putty, and then put in your credentials, and then /pw, then this will speed up your process a lot. There is a problem here with security, with putting in your password, but in most environments it probably wouldn't be a big deal, and even if it is, there's some ways to get around that I'll probably talk about later. But let's go ahead and finish this. P4, I've got a bunch of Pi machines that are around here. So now when we go to this shortcut, with one double click you're ready to go. So another thing I was going to mention, so the next thing would be the fact that I think that Internet Explorer is about the only browser that supports launching executables from. So if you put your new shortcut on the favorites bar, then again, it's just another example of how you can speed up a process. If you have a bunch of net apps or a bunch of servers, or whatever else that you have, if you just create a folder for each one of these, I'm going to put this in my SSH folder. We've got a bunch of Raspberry Pis, so you would have a folder for each type of device you would have, and then with just 2 clicks, go into whatever folder it is, and then clicking on whatever device you're looking for, then with just 2 clicks you're ready to work. So the last thing I would be mentioning is just something that would help just when you want to review what you've already done with putty. So one thing I would say is that if you select logging and then use printable outputs that you can read it, and then choose a file name, like I'll probably put this in the file in the video description, but if you put it down to the second, then you won't be overwriting your existing file. So any time that you log into putty, if you will have this selected for printable output, and then select a directory to put this file name in, then forever after you will always have saved logs on what you've been doing. This -h is the host, so say you did something 3 months ago and you don't remember exactly what you did, you can always go back to your logs and then find out what you did. Or I've used it tons of times when I've had a vendor that's WebExed in, they've done some SSH to whatever device that they're supporting, and then later on I'd like to know what they did. So I even have the logs of that. So when you select these 2 options, what you want to do is go to Sessions, go to Default, and then hit Save, and then forever after all your logs will be saved.